Sweetroll, do you believe in prophecies? Not sure yourself, huh? I believe you just have to be patient. It's like torture. You cut, and you cut, and then you cut some more, and each cut brings you closer and closer to that glorious death.
Dude, don't look at me. I don't want to be a part of this.
Is just as important as the last. That's what fantasy spells are, Sweetroll. The very first cut.
Like, why would anyone join you people? I mean, you're all nuts. That's why people keep joining, because there's other nutsos like you out there.
Oh, won't you die for me? You know you want to.
No, I don't want to.
Have you ever smelled anything so sweet as a corpse? This one's my pet. I call him Sweetroll.
Hi, Sweetroll.
Say hello to the nice adventurer, Sweetroll. Well, he's not much for words.
Is he gonna hunt me again? Pretty much everything smells sweeter than a corpse. I find you and your corpse displeasing. Away with you! Nice to meet you, Sweetroll.
Oh, how nice. The two of you are getting along splendidly. Sweetroll doesn't have many friends in the guild. He tends to want to hurt them.
Oh, same, frankly. Your eyes pulse with light, vampire. When's the last time you fed? Yeah.
That's a good question. Sweetroll, when's the last time you let me bite you? He's not sure.
Okay.
Greetings.
What are your thoughts on the long night? You probably want it to be very literal.
My thoughts are that Nelos was born 500 years too early. I don't think Vanis's spells are strong enough to cause the kind of chaos Nelos wants. It's a shame, really. He's so intent on making it.
The problem I can see here is that if I choose to, or when I choose to betray Nelos, I am going to have to kill everyone in the guild, which I'm okay with that for some of them. Others, I don't know if I really would want to kill them. That's a little extreme. Why pursue the spells if they're worthless to your cause?
They're not worthless. It doesn't matter if Vanis's spells are strong. It only matters if they're better. For instance, Sweetroll made me angry the other day, so I took one of his toes. He stumbled about, but he found his balance. I imagine he'll make me angry again, and then I'll take another, and another, and eventually he'll have to crawl on the floor.
Sweetroll, I'll save you, don't worry.
Spells don't have to take a leg. Sometimes you have to start small. One toe at a time.
Sweetroll, don't worry, I'll free you from this existence. Oh. What are your thoughts on the Radiant Dark?
Quibble, quibble, quibble. That's what we do. We all want to eat, but there's so many quibbles about what makes us do. Offrin, for instance, wants magic to move mountains. But I want something more. I want to conjure little things. Tiny bugs that crawl up your nose and nibble on your brain.
No.
Things so small, you never see them coming until it's already too late.
I hate it all.
Do you see them? They're dancing in the air.
Nope.
Tiny, tiny purple things, riding pods of dust.
All I see is a crazy person. I squash little bugs before they can even crawl up my nose. That's brilliant. I would love to be able to conjure and control these bugs. All I see is a crazy person.
Sweetroll, dispose of this infidel. Sweetroll, he never listens to me. Only his heart. It's where the poison lies. Would you like to be my new doll? You'd make a fine one.
I'm okay, but thank you. Thank you for the offer.
Until the night is long.
Yeah, if I have any say, I'll make sure that does not happen. Any wine? No. Now, granted, I do not need wine, but I would like to see if... there we go, wine. I'll take 2 for good measure. I want to know. I want to know if she'll say anything else to us, and she probably won't. She probably won't be of much more use, but... You know, when a quote-unquote demon asks for wine, you give the demon wine. You try to appease the quote-unquote not really a demon, but says she's a demon anyway. Because, frankly, any lady going around telling you she is an immortal demon is a little unhinged.
What is it?
I got you the wine.
And here I was about to start licking the rims of all these empty bottles. You've certainly saved me some embarrassment.
As a matter of fact, I have a bottle of Alto wine. Here.
Alto wine? Excellent. You are now by far my favorite person here.
Not Nellos, really. You were saying something about being a dark spirit?
Oh, right. Long story short, I guess I'm sort of a shade. You see, a while back I was one of a party of 4 mages. We were adventurers of sorts, raiding tombs for treasure and enchantments. Of course, one day we raided the wrong tomb. We were trapped inside by some sort of malevolent spirit, screaming at us because we defiled his burial chamber. I don't know the exact reason, to be honest, because I was drunk at the time.
Seen a pattern here. Of course you were. I bet it was all your fault and your drinking got your friends killed. I'm starting to sense a pattern here! Yeah, there we go!
Yes, I'm nothing if not predictable. I'm sort of like a Nord in that sense. Except I don't wear wooden shoes. Or was that the Nades who wore those? In any case, I do remember Einar trying to reason with it, and Sarasa trying to stab at the ghostly visage. I also remember the Velvet Lachance I was drinking had a bit too much nightshade. Ultimately, it was Razan who decided to try bargaining with the ghost instead. In exchange for our freedom, we would offer our lives. So, the 4 of us, 5 if you count the shade, made a pact. When at least 3 of us died, we would pledge our souls to it. The last one alive being the vessel. And here I am. Or rather, here we are.
You don't seem to be affected. What about you has changed?
Surprisingly, very little. The shade in me has a very distinct appetite. We're very similar in that regard.
Is it wine?
It mostly revels in the destruction of mortals. So long as I keep it sated in this regard, it seems rather content playing a secondary role. Joining this band of misfits was a rather inspired choice for both of us. He gets to blow things up, I get my wine.
Yeah, you know...
About time.
You know, this isn't exactly a group of people I would want to join. I was like, oh, maybe I'm being a little bit too critical. But the more I talk to them, it's like... You got the torturous vampire. You got the alcoholic. You have Nellos, who's frankly just a self-important dick. It just goes on and on. Oh, not to mention, Offrin, who wants to become emperor because he thinks that it'll make his dad happy.
Yeah?
Yep, nope, I'm talking about you. You know, they really made it easy for us. They really made it simple.
What is it?
Let's head back. Let's, tell Olivia. And frankly, we are siding with her because, man, oh man. I would not want this to be a guild that survives. I would not want to be a member of that guild at all. The College of Winterhold has its problems. The Synod has its problems. Everyone has their problems, but not as many as the Radiant Dark does, frankly. Oh, Olivia, man oh man, do I have stories for you.
You're back. What did you find?
A bunch of crazy people. Olivia, about your father.
Dragonborn. This is not the time to concern yourself with personal matters. What did you discover at the site?
The location wasn't a research facility. It was a hideout for the Radiant Dark.
Then I apologize for putting you in such danger. Yet you are here, safe and alive. No doubt as Nellos intended. However, his arrogance blinds him if he thinks you can be turned.
What information did you glean from this visit?
Nellos is building some sort of army, but he needs Vanis's spells. The Radiant Dark are dysfunctional, they can't even agree on a philosophy. I was very impressed by what Nellos is building. Very, very impressed. Join the Radiant Dark. Nellos is dying, his acolytes have left him for dead. I mean, his health is poor, but yeah. Building an army, but he needs Vanis's spells.
So they did not have time to develop the spells themselves. I feared our actions were too late, given Jado Ra was allowed to live. However, it seems I have underestimated the craftiness of my assistant. Nellos did not discover his identity until after we had thwarted his plans. While I doubt he countenanced his disappointment, we have nonetheless struck a major blow to his plans. And armed with Vanis's spells, I am confident we will extinguish his rebellion before it has even begun.
You were able to develop them?
I have managed to develop 2 tomes, one for each of us, although I am not entirely sure they work as Vanis intended.
Conjuration, tell me about the first. Hybrid, tell me about the second.
The hybrid spell combines paralysis with elements of fire. Originally, the spell incorporated facets of illusion, transforming foes into allies to fight on your behalf. However, unlike enchanting, weaving spells together proved rather unpredictable.
That's fine.
It seems your enemies will not become allies, so much as they will be overcome with rage and attack anyone within sight. Nevertheless, the flame attribute works in tandem with the paralysis, allowing your enemies to burn as they lay motionless. While it is not what Vanis envisioned, a combination spell such as this is almost unheard of, and will prove useful.
Yes, it will. Ooh. Tell me of the first tome. I'd be foolish to not hear what it does.
Yes, Vanis's notes were originally rather ambitious. It describes an army of dead bursting from the ground. It's a frightening proposition. However, after many failed attempts to harness the energy required for such a task, he chose a more efficient spell. It's, in essence, a conjuration chain, or to put it more mildly, conjuring a conjurer. To start this chain, you would need to summon a creature with a large wellspring of magicka. This creature would conjure servants, who would then conjure lesser beings, effectively creating an army without draining your own magicka reserve.
Oh.
That is what this spell tome is. The knowledge to summon a dragon priest.
Oh. Man, those are both great. I wish I could choose from here, like one or the other, but I have to go through with the hybrid explanation again to get to that option. Oh, I'm not sure. Those are both great. I want both of them. The other one is more practical. And seeing as my magic isn't super high, I think that's the one that I'll get more use out of.
The hybrids.
So let's just skip through this.
Oh.
You know who Olivia sounds like? She almost sounds a little bit like Claudia Black playing Morrigan in Dragon Age Origins. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's the cadence or the accent or what, but it's very similar and I love it.
A fine choice. What it lacks in awe, it more than makes up for in results.
I'll put this spell to good use. What happens next?
We cannot afford to waste this opportunity. We have a distinct advantage with Vanis's spells, but their numbers would overwhelm us. To put it simply, we need to increase our numbers. However, considering the number of incidents that have happened at this college, it would be irresponsible. Too many students have been lost due to negligence. I will not tolerate another. This means that I, too, must join this fight. Yet it will not be us alone. I have spoken with Nelicar, and another experienced mage. Both have agreed to join us in our efforts.
Okay.
My peers, if I may have your attention, my name is Olivia Moronin. I am a former instructor at the Arcane University in Cyrodiil. For the better part of my life, while others have toiled in personal research, I have devoted myself to the development of students. Had I chosen to do otherwise, I may have made new discoveries. I could have achieved some personal acclaim. Yet I do not regret a single day. However, for the past 10 years, I have devoted my life to a different task. To bringing justice to the mage who killed my father. I am now arriving at the end of this pursuit. It is all thanks to the one who stands beside me. The one you know as the Dragonborn.
And Archmage.
I will not lie. The mage we face is one of the most dangerous I have ever known. Yet it is for that reason that he cannot be allowed to succeed. Still, I would be remiss if I said this was merely an act of duty. For all of you who have volunteered your service, at great personal risk, for your sacrifice, I am forever grateful. Thank you.
Nelos, I don't know how many people he must have killed. If we don't do something, innocent lives will die. This is my chance to make things right, friend.
Acknowledged. The Radiant Dark. Their philosophy is flawed.
Excellent. The 4 of us will depart for Pinefrost Tower at once. Dragonborn, I trust you know the way.
Oh, I know the way.
Hail, Dragonborn. My name is Helsig. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
You don't sound very pleased right
Olivia
now.
tells me we are to extinguish the Radiant Dark. This pleases me.
You don't sound very happy. You don't sound happy at all. What do you have against the Radiant Dark?
Nothing. It is one particular member with whom I seek quarrel. My brother, Offrin.
Offrin? The Wood Elf? The asshole? Yeah! I don't like him either!
Correct. We are siblings by name, not by blood. It matters not either way. I seek his death.
I'm on with this. I'm fine with this. Is it your intent to save him?
No. It is to kill him.
Alright, sure. You don't seem very conflicted about this.
There is no reason to be. Father told Mother Offrin is dead. We had the funeral. We mourned for 7 days.
Wait.
Then Father told the kitchen knife story. We were all moved.
Wait, what? Your father lied to your mother about Offrin?
Yes. It was a violent act, but a necessary one. Violence is a tool. It must be used with caution. Offrin lacks it.
This is true. What's the kitchen knife story?
It is a simple metaphor. There is one in every household. It is a useful tool. When Offrin was a boy, he tried to help Mother cut the tomatoes. He did not bend his fingers as she instructed. He nearly sliced off his hand.
We're having a conversation here.
Father made it seem as if he was praising Offrin's eagerness. Mother does not know he was condemning him.
Did Olivia recruit you as she did Nelicar?
No. Before she came north, she was south. She sought my father. He is a difficult man to reach. She was able to reach him. It is a testament to her will. Yet Father did not agree to join her quest. Then she mentioned the Radiant Dark. Father informed Master Moronin that I would come in his place. He assured her I was his mirror. It was not a lie.
His mirror?
A mirror of Father's philosophy. Violence requires wisdom. This will serve as a test to prove I am worthy.
Worthy of what? What is there to prove?
Father is old. He would like to leave his legacy to an heir. He will not do so out of sentiment. It will die with him if I am not worthy. Father believes I am wise. He commends me for choosing my words carefully. This test will prove I am strong.
Your whole family sounds terrible, frankly.
Yes?
Okay, he doesn't have anything to say. You ready? What a misfit we are. What a misfit group we are. And still, not as much of a group of misfits as the Radiant Dark. I would still much rather be in this group with Miss, I am going to kill my brother. I don't feel that bad about it. Than the weird, giggling, childish vampire with the with the thrall named Sweet Roll. Nelos, who... Man, where do I even start with him? Just delusions of grandeur, all the way. Delusions of grandeur for days, frankly. Oh. Like, frankly, one of the more reliable people in the Radiant Dark is the lady who thinks she's possessed by a demon. That one seems the most likely. That, weirdly enough, despite her alcoholism, she seems like the most grounded person.
It seems the Radiant Dark were doing quite well for themselves.
Also, there's...
No doubt this tableau of riches is designed to soften unwitting mages, whether they be friend or foe.
The scholar.
Let us keep moving.
The scholar who wasn't, like, the worst person. The scholar who, frankly, wasn't the very worst member of all this. Still don't like him, still don't trust him.
Well, it looks like Nellis was wrong about the Dragonborn. He's wrong about a lot of things. Luckily, I'm around to fix his mistakes.
I brought your sister.
But those days are over. We'll keep Vanus's spells for ourselves.
Don't interrupt them.
And when
Don't
I'm
interrupt them.
Emperor, I'll make sure the rest of you get a place in my court.
Don't interrupt them. Hey, buddy. Hey, future Emperor pal. You want to talk about it? He's busy. You guys want to come in here? You want to talk to your bro? Yeah, there you go.
Sister, what are you doing here? And you're with them. Why? What's the meaning of this?
I am sorry, brother, but you should not be talking. You are a corpse.
Yeah, I don't really like her.
A corpse? Then, Father, no, I refuse to believe it. You're not even his blood.
The corpse continues to speak.
Oh boy, here
I
we
must
go.
rectify that.
All right.
Wait, what are you...
Oh, wait, what? What? Excuse me? What did you just do? I need to use the spell tome. I did not do that yet. What the hell? Alright. She just shouted. I was not expecting that at all. Surprise! Oh, look at that. Surprise! Surprise! That's what I thought. Wait, he's too powerful? It still knocked him over, though. That's the funny thing. Surprise! I like how it says they're all too powerful for it, and I can still use it on them. Surprise! Oh, not enough magic, though. That's fine. Yeah, no, it's too powerful. Or they're too powerful.
It is done. The corpse is without soul. But our business is not concluded. We should continue on.
They're too powerful.
And you say this chamber leads to the main hall. Be ready, mages.
But still, it knocked them over, it set them on fire, so, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. Running around yelling surprise and setting people on fire and knocking to the ground. It's a good time for me.
Nelos, it is time for you to answer for your crimes.
Destiny follows no law. It is as inexorable as the passage of time.
What you call destiny is a delusion, and I will prove it with your death.
I'm ready to surprise him.
As I told your father, my death is...
This is my chance to make things right, friend.
Yours, however, will prove nothing. Come, daughter of Brennil.
Help! I'm being attacked!
Nelacar! Help! I'm being attacked! Sweet Roll, I'm sorry. This is not your fault. What do you mean Sweet Roll's too powerful for it? Oh! He got me. Oh, they got me. Oh, my health's going down a little bit. Oh, let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Oh, but I'm not too powerful. I'm not too powerful. The Archmage. I'm sorry, Garrod. Let me guess, you're gonna be too powerful too. No, the Dremora Lord's not too powerful. Well, that's good. I'm sorry. Not really that sorry. I don't really like a lot of you. No, Nelos, no! Oh, just slicing me. Okay, yep, you're just gonna keep on bullying me like that? Yep. It's okay. I'm gonna hop to victory. Oh, did you come back? Nope, nope, you're alive. Well, you're dead, but you're standing here as if you were alive. Goodbye, demon.
Speak.
Let me just search Nelos first. Okay, he didn't really have anything. Oh, hey, and there's your dragon priest, because I got
here
one,
to listen.
and you got the other.
It's finally over. And I owe you my thanks. With the Radiant Dark finished, many of us will rest easy tonight. Living and dead.
Can we get some space? You can say it. You wanted revenge. 4 of us to be exact. Me, you, your father, and Jadra Ra.
3 of the 4, perhaps. My work is not yet complete, however. Nelos may be dead, but his ideals, research, and influence remain. If those are allowed to persist, then all is for naught. We are always teaching the next generation. Our voice must be an echo, or it will die like a whisper. That is the measure of true progress. In any event, we must make sure this area is clear. I will head over to the East Wing. You head over to the entrance. We will meet back here.
Yes?
I'm concerned. What's gonna be in the lighthouse? I'm concerned why I need to search it. Like, what kind of surprise is there going to be there? Hello? Oh no, is it gonna be... No, it's not Nelos' ghost because I see a tail. Jadra Ra? Is that you, buddy?
We meet again, Dragonborn, but this time under better circumstances.
It's good to see you, Jadra Ra.
Yes, I'm happy to say that I am alive and well. I mean, just well. Old habits, you know. It's a strange place, the other side. Yet exciting. Like when Master Merrin took me to the university all those years ago.
You should speak with her. She's in the next hall.
I should. But would you believe me if I said I'm frightened she would scold me? Your presence is distracting me, she'd say. We could talk later. There's still important work to be done. She would be right, but I thought maybe you would not be so angry to see a friendly face.
I can picture her seeing that. I'm not angry at all. It's part of what makes me so charming. Olivia has softened up a bit from when we first met.
It is her way. I have watched Master Merlin instruct many a young student. She is harsh to begin with, if only to disarm them. Then she is kinder, just when it is needed. In this way, she can be comforting, without ever having to be gentle. But take heed, if you think her sands warm, the old firebrand will rise once more to burn you.
About that last request.
Oh yes, did you by chance deliver the message?
Don't worry. I delivered your message as you asked.
Then I am forever in your debt. By doing this deed, you have filled this cat's heart with joy. I wonder if she got the message. Perhaps then, before I leave this mortal plane, I will find the twin moons once more and look for her reply. Sugar and Sam's friend, tell my master I will be waiting for her on the other side.
Speak. It seems we are victorious. Nelos is dead. The Radiant Dark is dead. Offren is as he was.
I still don't like you. Back there you used the Thum.
It is Father's legacy, and mine.
And who exactly is your father?
A practitioner of the Thum. It is likely he trained in High Hrothgar for a time. It is not something he discussed with me. Offren would know more. However, Offren is dead.
Do you know any other shouts beside Unrelenting Force?
No. Father knows 3 words, but no phrases. I know but one. It is unlikely I will learn another before I expire.
It's a legacy you can be proud of. Shout it with pride.
I will not. It is not wise to use the Thum recklessly. Mother would not forgive me if I broke her antique silverware.
I'm the wrong person to talk to, then. In any event, I take this as goodbye. What will you do now?
I inquired whether I could stay here. Master Moronin was hesitant to accept. She worries that I would have difficulty sleeping in my brother's tomb. She does not understand it lies in a different hold. Still, the fresh air is pleasing. I would follow you if you are willing.
Maybe another time. How did you and Offren become family?
Offren is Father's true-blood son. Father took me in when I was a child. That night, my first mother had taken me to North Skybound Watch. We were to leap off the summit and offer our souls to Molag Bal.
Excuse me, what? What?
We were standing by the ledge. It was windy and snowing, but Mother was calm. She kissed my forehead and promised me paradise. Then came a voice. It asked her to halt, but it was not a request. Not when it forced the ground to tremble. But Mother paid no heed. Instead, she reached for my hand. The voice became a shout. The hand was torn away. Mother fell to her death, but she did not leap. She was thrown.
What was your father doing at North Skybound Watch? Your mother was crazy! It was unfortunate, but she had to die. That doesn't sound like adoption, it sounds like a kidnapping. Your father's a murderer. That makes us one and the same. What was your father doing?
He stands on the world's shoulder, so that he may have its ear. It is likely he is still there. As Alduin has returned, it is the Dragonborn's ear he seeks.
He seeks my ear? Okay.
Wisdom guide you.
Well, where do you go when you leave here?
I am here to listen.
I want to see if she has more dialogue options if I have her follow me. If I can find out more about her dad.
Lead, Dragonborn.
Because I certainly would like to.
Speak.
No, that's it. I can't even tell you to
Follow your
leave?
voice. I am here to listen.
Okay, here we go, yeah. I just wanted to see if maybe it unlocked new dialogue. And maybe it does if I take her with me, but we'll find her another time. If that is the case.
Acknowledged.
Man, just the way she speaks just freaks me out. Just her very, very plain, emotionless way of speaking. Just, no thank you. Okay, yeah, you just stay here. You just live here.
Did you find anything?
I saw Jadrara's ghost.
A sentimental fool. Wasting his energy coming back here. And yet he hides from me. The Khajiit knows I would give him a good scolding.
Or you could maybe say goodbye? Why, it's not like he has better things to do in the afterlife. He figured as much. I probably shouldn't have told you, you heartless shrew. He said he'd be waiting for you. On the other side.
The cat always did have a knack for stating the obvious. Indeed, he will be waiting, and likely ignoring another task to do so. I will remind him of that when I see him.
Now that it's over, I want to talk about Nelos and Brenlin.
Yes, I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, my father loved Nelos more than he cared to admit. It was difficult for him to live in Morrowind. He was different. Not so much in terms of race, but in skill. The other students, whether they be Dunmer, Argonian or human, did not understand him the way Neloth Solal did. In a way, the Dunmer had saved him. All my father wanted was to return the favor.
What do you think happened to the man your father knew?
That is a hard question. Nelos had long been under the impression that he was chosen for something greater. As to why, well, you would know better than I. At first, I assumed it was merely an excuse to avoid instructing some of the lesser apprentices. Over time, it was evident that he believed in this delusional prophecy he calls the Long Night. And it is far easier to commit heinous acts when you believe they have a higher purpose. However, thanks to your diligence, you will commit them no more.
What will you do now?
I will stay here, and see if I can discover if there are any other members of the Radiant Dark in other parts of Tamriel. It's unlikely there are many, given Nelos's distaste for those who lack strength. Yet that also means that anyone who was chosen will prove to be formidable.
If you find out anything, you can call upon my service.
Excellent. I will no doubt do so. Dragonborn, I thank you for everything.